Hold on to your hats, boys, it's new moon 9 o'clock! Hello everyone, welcome back to Piranha Comics, where we talk about lots and lots of different fish-related issues. If you're unfamiliar with what we do here, we basically just go through the number ones that have come out this week and any other significant issues that I can think of. Marvel have given us a bounty this week. Captain America: Symbol of Truth number 1. This is the Sam Wilson Captain America series, not the Steve one, which I believe will be out soon. This leads on from the Captain America Zero one-shot that, if any of you pick that up, you're going to want to continue from here. Hulk vs. Thor Banner of War. I'm sure that wasn't meant to rhyme, but it's fantastic that it does. Donny Cates is wilding out again. He's giving us the crossover event that everyone's been asking for since he started writing Hulk. Given his history with big bombastic events, this should be a bit of fun. It's new Moon Knight time. Moon Knight, Black, White and Blood, number 1. If you know anything about the Black, White and Blood series so far, you know that they're anthology titles focusing around different title characters. This one's for Moon Knight, and the first story is written by Jonathan Hickman. You're gonna want this. You're gonna want this one. So next up is DC, and first up, Blood Syndicate number 1 from the Milestone imprint. This seems to be their team book. I don't really know much about Milestone. It's one of the gaps in my knowledge. A lot of the new Milestone series have been receiving a lot of good press. I'm sure that will continue with this. We can't stop with the ridiculousness this week. I love this. Jurassic League number 1. I love Daniel Warren Johnson. I love him as a writer and an artist, and it does disappoint me a bit that he's not drawing this because it's perfect for his ridiculously dynamic style. But having a flick through, I'm very satisfied with the art we have, and he's still a great writer, so definitely pick this up. Sandman Nightmare Country number 2. If you're not reading this book, what are you doing? It's so good. It's James Tynion writing another horror book, and this time, it's Sandman. What's not to love? We still have issue 1s available, so please, do yourself a favour, calm down, and start this amazing series. Look! It actually exists! This book has been stuck in development hell for quite a long time now, but it's finally out. We can finally finish this book and see what racist Wild Dog has to say. I'm mocking it, but it is quite a good story. So if you can get all 3 parts of it, I do recommend you do so. Aftershock now. Bunny Mask, The Hollow Inside, number 1. If you read the original Bunny Mask, definitely pick this up because it's just the sequel to that. It's the same creative team as far as I can tell. Definitely worth your time. I remember the first volume being quite good, so why not continue it? Dogs of London, number 1. Peter Milligan's back, writing a British-themed comic. It looks a bit mad. it looks a bit mad. But I have faith in Peter Milligan, so let's see how this goes. Another sequel series, Jenny Zero, Volume 2, number 1. The first Jenny Zero was really fun. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I walked into it with very, very low expectations. But it really surprised me in its actual quality and the, I guess, passion that the creative team brought to it. It's such a weird concept, but they did it so well. I highly recommend you pick up a trade of the first volume and give this a try. More Tales of Harrow County. This time it's called Lost Ones, number 1. If you like Harrow County, this is more of that. 8 Billion Genies, number 1. I'm guessing everyone on Earth gets a genie from that title. I had to flick through this. It doesn't look as cutesy as the art would imply on the front. Definitely looks a lot more interesting than I was expecting it to. I do like Charles Soule as a writer, so I'll probably give this one a try too. I actually have trades to talk about this week. Woo! Carnage, Black, White and Blood, trade paperback. It's not the Treasury edition, unfortunately, but these little paperback editions are also pretty cool. The Black, White and Blood stuff overall has actually been really interesting to experience. So many good artists and writers have been put on this to show the best of the characters. Look at that, man. Look at that. Seeing as Moon Knight, Black, White and Blood number 1 came out this week, why not catch up? I only have 1 copy of this, and I really don't expect it to hang around. Get on down here. We finally have copies of that really strange book that I have been yelling at everyone about for about a month. Ha, really strange. Death of Doctor Strange was really cool. I don't really have any other words for it. It was just really cool. It sets up the new Strange series very nicely, if anyone's been reading that, all about Clear. Kind of explains why Stephen's not around anymore, for obvious reasons. Jed MacKay is absolutely killing it right now between Moon Knight, Strange, and all of his other Marvel projects. I highly recommend this, especially if you've been to see Multiverse of Madness. Future State Gotham. Surprise manga! This book focuses on Red Hood hunting down non-powered vigilantes in Gotham after the Magistrate have taken over. If you've read any of the Future State stuff, this is a really cool addition to that. And like I said, surprise manga. Didn't expect that. I had a lot of fun with it when I read it. I'm excited for the second volume. Back in stock by extremely popular demand, Nice House on the Lake Volume 1. I make absolutely no secret about how much I love James Tynion and his work. No secret at all. This book is no exception to my love. I feel like everyone knows what this is at this point, but just in case you don't, a group of friends are invited out to a lake house by an old friend they haven't seen for years. While they're there, they figure out that the world has ended around them. It's a fantastic story. Lots of mystery, lots of intrigue. I loved it. Oh boy, here I am, back on my 90s thing again. These new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series that run alongside each other are brilliant. They're just brilliant. I don't expect to ever say that about modern Power Rangers books, honestly, but these are just so great. I finally had the chance to read Mighty Morphin on its own after reading this and having absolutely no idea what was going on. I've now read them both again together and everything makes so much more sense. I love this. I love this way too much. The Power Rangers train don't stop. This is the older Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, one title. Between Nightwing and Radiant Black, Kyle Higgins already has my attention, and this was just really cool to read, and this was just another feather in his cap to me. I don't know when Power Rangers comics got good, but I've been missing out, man. Last but not least, Image Comics, King of Spies, the new book from Mark Millar and Matthew Scalara. This didn't finish all that long ago, so Image have done a quick turnaround for the paperback. I really enjoyed this. It gave me vibes of almost a retired Pierce Brosnan, James Bond, but he still knows what he's doing and he still knows how to kick all kinds of ass if he needs to. It's not a new story by any stretch of the imagination, but this is a really, really good way of telling that story. Mark Millar has an inconsistent track record to me, but this was one of his best in my opinion. And that's all from Piranha Comics this week. If you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe and let us know down in the comments. It really does help when you engage with us on this channel, just to let me know what you would like to see. Obviously I've been trying out different video formats and I'd really like some feedback. So if you're watching this, please leave me some. Cheers everyone!
Piranha, fight, fight, fight. Piranha, 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 fight, fight, fight. Piranha, 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 piranha.
Shut up, man.